What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another Shadowlands video. I hope you're all doing very well. Listen, we're on a different character now. You might notice this is not my shaman. This is, in fact, my hunter. I'll get to that in a minute. What I want to say is that I've been talking in Discord with you guys. We've been talking on Twitch. I've been sharing in the Discord a couple of different ideas for like the future of the channel. A couple of videos ago, I talked about the future of the channel here on YouTube and like what are my expectations moving forward. What am I hoping to accomplish with the channel, etc., etc. One of those things was that I'm going to do content involving alt characters. And at this point in the expansion, it's perfectly reasonable to start rolling out those kinds of videos. The issue that I'm having, of course, is that time is a problem. That it's difficult to roll these out when I don't have the time to gear up alts, to get them through the storyline, to get them Cosmic Flux. There's a whole bunch of barriers to entry there. The two biggest barriers to entry for alts right now is that you have to play through the entire campaign in Zereth Mortis to unlock double legendaries. You have to do that. Number two, acquiring Cosmic Flux is a big time sink, and you need Cosmic Flux for two things: to upgrade your legendary to 291 and to make tier pieces. Which, it's great, the creation catalyst is open right now so we can make tier pieces, but the problem is that getting Cosmic Flux like just takes an absolute gargantuan amount of time on an alt character. I had a lot on my enhancement shaman because we had no need to use it right away. But on alternate characters, like, you have to do the weeklies, you have to do world quests, you just have to be out there like doing stuff a lot, and it's a lot of extra time that I don't necessarily have when I'm trying to do things like push Mythic Plus and do rating. So my time is kind of split there. So part of my commitment to you guys moving forward in this channel was to say, listen, I'm going to put more effort in to making additional content for you guys, including things like alternate characters, videos for Survival Hunter. I want to do, I think, Windwalker Monk. I want to do Warrior eventually. I've got Shadow Priest that I really want to do. My Frost Death Knight has double legendary already. So, and my Druid, I would like to do maybe some Feral Druid stuff, but I've played through the campaign on all of those characters now, and they all have double legendary. DK, Hunter, Priest, Paladin 2, Rep Paladin, Monk, and whatever other one I said. Something else. I can't even remember. The Druid. I've done double legendaries. I've done the campaign on all of them. I don't have Cosmic Flux on all of them. I have a little bit, but I want to definitely try and get some videos going on alt characters. That's what we're going to do. We're starting a series talking about alt characters. Am I going to stop doing Enhancement Shaman video stuff? No. I'm going to keep pushing Enhancement Shaman stuff in my live stream on Twitch. So be sure to check out that. And I'm going to be trying to push plus 20s this week and continue to get my rating up, continue to show you guys that content as well. But this is part of the commitment that I want to make to you guys. I'm starting it right here. We're starting with this video. I want to push other content as well. What I want to see, what I'm going to start linking in every one of my YouTube videos, I want to see how much interest there is in you guys supporting the Patreon potentially in the future. I have a poll up right now. There's a straw poll. I'll put it in a link down below the video. There's going to be a straw poll talking about, just with a simple yes-no vote, would you be willing potentially in the future to support Zuko in a Patreon capacity? Something like $5, $10, $15 a month. I'm not looking for anything crazy, but the point here is simply to say that I'm going to start doing this content. It's going to be slow, and I want it to get faster, and I want to also see, is there potentially interest in you guys jumping on board with the Patreon thing to get that going so that I can just do more of this stuff, have more of an ability to be online more often, and pump out more of these kinds of videos, because I love alt characters in this game. It's just a huge time sink with all the different resources that you have to farm and getting double legendaries and getting tier pieces, etc. So with that being said, that's my little disclaimer. Go check out the Patreon link down below. Just click yes or no if you want to potentially support me in the future. It's not a commitment to support right now. I'm just trying to get a ballpark on numbers to see who might be interested in doing that, okay? So with that being said, let's push that out of the way and let's get into this video. I am doing a Survival Hunter video, and we did in fact do a +7 Gambit. Now, I realize that's not very high, but again, my item level on this guy is 235 right now, so this is part of the grind. I'm trying to push item level, trying to get things going. What do we have on this character? Well, we have our double legendary, right? And right now, I'm Venthyr, and I ran Venthyr for this dungeon. I know all the survival hunters in the world are screaming that I should have went Kyrian. I understand that that's the meta. Again, as with all my videos, we're going to try and explore other options. I understand Kyrian is very powerful. I will have another video on a Kyrian dungeon that I did in tomorrow, hopefully. So stay tuned for that. But for today, we're going to do Venthyr. We're also running, of course, Wildfire Infusion, which is basically Wildfire Cluster, sorry. It's basically the only legendary that you can run, as far as I sort of understand. I think that like Latent Poison was something that was carried over from BFA and could have been kind of neat, but it's turned out to be really bad because you can only consume this with Raptor Strike. If this just said you could also consume this with Carve, it would be so good. I don't know why they didn't do that. Anyway, Wildfire Cluster is really strong. That's what we're running. There's something to be said for these two legendaries here, Call of the Wild and Nessingwaries, but I'm not going to craft them quite yet. I think I have smaller versions of them crafted, but I'm not going to do them right now. We're just going to run with Wildfire Cluster right now. What we are going to switch up in the future is our Covenant. We're going to start with Venthyr, which I've got right here, and of course you get the Pouch, which is really, really strong. But I'm going to try out Necro because I love bagging munitions, and I'm also going to try out Kyrian. I think I'm going to leave Night Fae just because I already know what it does, and I'm not saying it isn't strong. It's very, very good, but we're going to try out the other three for now. Again, this is a time thing, right? So let's look at this really quickly. What does this do? Bonus kill shots from Flayed Shot cause 6 targets within 12 yards to bleed for 60% of the damage done by the kill shot over 6 seconds. What I want to say about this is basically, if you haven't seen it in action, you're going to fire your Flayed Shot, and it has a chance to give you a free kill shot, right? Let's just wait for that to happen. So every time it ticks, you have a chance to get a free kill shot, which, of course, it's taking its sweet time. Usually this actually procs a lot more often. There it is right there. I got a free kill shot. If I fire this kill shot over here, it does additional damage. You can see this pouch thing right here. Pouch of Razor Fragments. Boom, boom, boom. It's ticking damage right there. I got another proc. I'm going to press it again. You can see the pouch damage is actually quite strong. Now, that's the legendary. That's the additional legendary effect, and that's what it does. So that's what our Clasp of Unity is getting us here. Now, this playstyle is very consistent. The Venthyr playstyle is very, very consistent. Every pack, you're going to have big kill shots ready to go. You're going to fire a Flayed Shot every 30 seconds. You get to fire this thing. It does a bleed all on its own, which is pretty good. It does upfront damage and then does a bleed and then gives your kill shots a chance to reset and buffs the damage of your kill shots by 25%, which is actually insane. And then with the secondary effect, those extra kill shots that you fire splash to everybody nearby and do additional damage. So really, it's quite strong. It was very weak when it was first introduced into the game, but it's quite strong now, and I like it a lot. So that's what I'm running. We're running Venthyr. We're running Wildfire Infusion. The talents that I'm running are Alpha Predator, Gorilla. We are running Camouflage, either to get a stealth or to heal, because this week is Bursting. And when you're done a pack, if you just killed a pack and you have like 5 stacks of Bursting killing you, you can just jump into Camouflage and heal yourself. Bloodseeker, Post Haste, Tip of the Spear, Wildfire Infusion. Here's the only thing I'm not really happy about with the Survival Hunter setup. You are essentially forced into a lot of talent choices here. Part of that, a large part of that is because of the tier set bonus. Let's look at that really quickly. I do have 2 pieces of the tier set, and it says, when kill command resets, you have a 40% chance to make your next Wildfire Bomb incur no cooldown. It's important to understand the wording here. Incur no cooldown. What that means is, if this procs and you throw your next Wildfire Bomb, you immediately get a charge of Wildfire Bomb back. But you must throw that Wildfire Bomb in order to get the cooldown of it back, because that Wildfire Bomb that you threw incurs no cooldown. If, however, you use both charges of your Wildfire Bomb, and then you get a proc from the tier set, you have to wait until the Wildfire Bomb comes all the way off cooldown, and then you get to throw it, and then it will reset it and give you a charge. Does that make sense? It's kind of hard to describe if you don't understand, if you just haven't played it. But if you guys are survival hunters and you've played it, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. So what this introduces to you is a small little mini game of sorts that you have to be very careful with. You have to play this appropriately. There are moments when you can't use a bomb charge, even though you're sitting on it. Like you throw one bomb, and then you have one bomb in the chamber ready to go. You can't really throw that bomb until you get a proc from your tier set, or else if you throw that second bomb, then you're waiting, and then you get a proc from your tier set, you still have to wait for it to come all the way back off cooldown before you can utilize the proc. Now, that's just a small little thing. In AoE, it doesn't really matter because you're pressing carve, and carve reduces the cooldown of your wildfire bombs by up to 5 seconds, right? So generally speaking, in AoE, the playstyle is similar to what we've always been able to do, which is to say you just throw your bombs and you carve. That's just like almost the entire rotation. So it's very easy to execute. Nothing difficult about it at all. So what I mean by the talents being locked in from the tier set bonus is that when you need all the kill command talents and you need all the bomb talents. So guerrilla tactics, wildfire, alpha predator, bloodseeker. That's basically like mandatory. Bloodseeker, yeah, like if you just don't have these talents, you're kind of trolling because this tier set is all about pressing kill command and then pressing your bombs. And there will be moments in the dungeon, I think, where I get back to back to back to back procs. So I go kill command, procs the bomb, throw the bomb. Kill command, procs the bomb, throw the bomb. Kill command, bomb. Kill command, bomb. And like I get to throw like 5 bombs in a row, which is insane value. So this thing is very, very good. It has a lot of value, but there's a small little mini game you have to play. So just be aware of that. So that's it. That's the build. Here's my conduits. I did run Nadia. I kind of want to try Theatar though, but Nadia is fine. You get the haste buff, and then you get the whatever your highest secondary stat is. So it's either crit or versatility. I think mine's crit, so I get a bunch of crit afterwards. So, and then I ran strength of the pack, which is the kill command one. You kind of need to run this, right? You want kill command. Raptor Strike doing extra damage, and then the Flayed Shot one. There's other ones you could go with here, like Coordinated Assault cooldown is actually pretty good, but generally speaking, you just need the Strength of the Pack one, because you're going to be pressing Kill Command all the time, and that gives you 7% more damage. And then you throw that bomb, and it just keeps happening over and over again. So that's the build, guys. Wildfire Infusion. Wildfire Infusion, why do I keep saying that? That's the talent. Wildfire Bombs. Wildfire Cluster. I can't friggin' think of that. My 2-piece on my tier set. And then we're Venthyr, and we get the splashes from Kill Shot. Okay? That's the build. That's what we're running. Let's get into the VOD. Let me move this over here. Okay. Let's do this. So, let's go to the opening packs here. You're going to see the damage on Survival Hunter is always insane in AoE. The AoE damage is just, like, bonkers all the time. So, we pull all these Murloc packs. Remember, this is only a +7. But I'm already doing like 20k DPS. I don't know my pet because I keep forgetting. I haven't run this in so long. So I get my Flayed Shot going. We're throwing bombs, all kinds of damage from Wildfire Cluster. I forgot to pop Coordinated Assault because I didn't have my pet out. It's a big mess, guys. Don't look right now. It's a huge mess.
No problem.
There's a Flayed Shot
now, but you know.
Proc. You can see whenever my kill shots come off cooldown like that, that's the proc that I'm getting. So what you want to try and do as Venthyr is pick the healthiest target that you can find.
Yeah, they're going to start blowing
and
up.
put your Flayed Shot on that guy. So always Flayed Shot like the healthiest enemy so that it can continue to tick over and over again. If you press your Flayed Shot on a low health enemy and they die, you won't get any of the resets on your kill shot. It'll just stop giving it to you. So you have to be very careful about that.
Probably.
But like we're doing 16k. I'm in 235 gear. 235. Like, this is... Imagine if I was in 265. Imagine if I had 30 more eye levels on my gear. Like, this is going to get crazy good. Let me move forward here. I'll show you another pack. We basically just kill all the Murlocs on the beach here.
Baby.
2815. Let me show you the Bombidier Resets, okay? So we're going to do it on this pack right here. I want to show you the Bombidier Resets. Pay close attention to my bomb. It's number 1 on my bar here, right next to Serpent Sting. There's my Wildfire Bomb. You're going to see the border of the Wildfire Bomb will glow when I reset it. Oh, there's a lag for a second here. Sorry about that. My computer completely lagged out. Okay, here's the moment right here. So watch this.
Lagging?
I press Kill Command. Right now comes the Kill Command. There, my bomb's lit up. See how my bomb is lit up over here, right down here, but I can't use it yet. So my next Wildfire Bomb will incur no cooldown, but I haven't cooled it. I can't actually use this yet. I think I hit a carve to get it back, so it's not a problem, but watch this. Carve, Wildfire Bomb. Here we go. I got a reset. I got another reset on my Bombidier. I'm going to throw my next Wildfire Bomb. It incurs no cooldown. I'm pressing Kill Command. Kill Command, Kill Command, Kill Command before every bomb. That's basically what you want to do. Now, I didn't get a proc, so I'm back in a normal rotation. Your normal rotation is obviously something like bomb plus carve. And you need to be like always mindful of like where is the cooldown on my bomb? Do I have enough time Like, if I get a tier set proc right now, can I press carve to immediately get the cooldown of my bomb back? In which case, yes, that's okay. If my bomb, if I have 0 charges of bombs left and there's like 10 seconds on the cooldown and I can't press carve because there's no enemies, then I'm in trouble. Right? You don't ever want to be in the situation where you've used both bomb charges and you don't have a bunch of AoE in front of you to use carve to get most of the cooldown of your bomb back. That's just a scary situation to be in, because if you get a proc on your Bombidier tier set, you can't use it. So always just be mindful of, like, you know, do I have a reset on bombs? Even if I don't, can I use carve to get my bomb back and then get a reset? It's a bit of a mini game you got to play, and I'm having like a really hard time explaining it because you basically just have to play it to understand what I'm talking about. But hopefully you guys have a decent idea of what I mean there. But look, we're doing 16k AoE in 235 gear. I'm basically naked. Like, this is pretty insane. So let's go to 29. No, it's not 29. We'll go past these. We do fight these guys here. Here's like a 2-target cleave fight. I'm going to compare this to Enhancement Shaman, right? 2-target cleave is very good for Enhancement Shaman with like Primal Lava actuators. So Survival Hunter is a little bit, is actually quite similar to Enhancement Shaman in terms of some of the dots that you're putting out. Like, there's 2 Flame Shocks out, right? I have 2 Serpent Stings out. It's much harder for Survival Hunter to get multiple Serpent Stings out with the bomb build, because I'm not spec'd into the Hydra's Bite, where you're spreading multiple Serpent Stings. I can only get 1 Serpent Sting per cast. So 2-target cleave is fine, though. You can get your Serpent Stings out. I have the internal bleeding buff going. The versatility of the Survival Hunter is something I'm going to talk about a lot in all my videos with Survival Hunter. You can jump away from enemies with Disengage. You can throw a bomb, and you can get back in with Harpoon. Did you see that? Like, I go out for a second. I jump out right here. I throw my damage. I'm still throwing bombs. I'm still throwing Serpent Stings. And then I jump right back in right away to continue doing damage. It's so versatile in the way that it's allowed to do damage. Every single ability you have is ranged, except for Raptor Strike and Carve. And you can make Raptor Strike ranged if you use the aspect of the Hawk, right? So there's some amazing versatility in the kit here on Survival Hunter. And on the 2-target cleave fight right here, we were doing almost 9k DPS with the Venthyr build. So it's very good. Like, it's very, very good, guys. But I want to highlight for sure that the versatility of this build is something. It's something else, man. It's really good. Here's the Hylbbrande fight. Again, this is just basically single target right now. We're almost doing... We almost get up to 10k single target here. There, we got a bomb reset. Keep kill command. Keep pressing kill command. Keep pressing kill command. You're fishing for procs, right? I'm pressing kill command over and over again, which is slightly inefficient. But there, I got a proc finally on my bomb. And then you can continue the rotation. Like, the beautiful thing about it is that you can just keep pressing kill command over and over and over again. And it's, again, it's not really maybe the super ideal way to play. But again, here's some versatility right here. I go over here. Then I get the mechanic that puts a beam under my feet. I can't get to the boss anymore. What am I going to do? I pop Aspect of the Hawk right here. I start throwing my Raptor Strikes, and I throw all my other abilities. I do the Venthyr ability, Serpent Sting, Raptor Strikes. I didn't lose any damage except for my auto attacks. That's it. I lost my auto attack damage, but like that's it. And you can really maintain a lot of damage even from range, which is really awesome. I love the style of that. I think this is honestly what I would call sort of the original mid-range class. Like Blizzard's talked about.
He's got to type it.
With the announcement of Dragonflight, they talked about the Evoker class being a mid-range class. I think that Survival Hunter is a mid-range class right now. They've got that ability to, like, you should be in melee. You want to fight as much as you can in melee. But if you're forced out of melee, like 10 or 15 yards away, no problem. You pop Aspect of the Eagle or Aspect of the Hawk, whatever it is. Eagle, I think. And you throw your damage from range. You throw Serpent Stings. You throw bombs. Everything's good. No problem. You can still keep doing your damage. So it's really, really neat that way.
Blue,
but
orange, okay.
We do the puzzle. Nothing new with the Hylbbrande fight. Hylbbrande? I can't. Hylbbrande. I ended up lagging again. My apologies for that. We were having some internet problems. But before we had to go in the intermission, we were doing like 9k single target, which is really good, in my opinion. So let's go to 3305. There's a really cool moment on the next trash pack. So this is all the Morales trash. I'm going to show you here basically like how to set up some good AoE damage. So we have both of our dots on this guy. We have a kill command dot and a serpent sting dot. Now I have my bombs are ready to go. There's the first bomb. I get a green bomb is up next, right? Which is the one that does extra damage if you have serpent sting on everything. So then I set up my serpent stings. I kick this guy. I serpent sting, and serpent sting, and then I go.
Big damage.
You don't want to do like 7 serpent stings. Like I think that's like overkill, but I want to do 3 or 4 and then get in there and start doing damage. So here comes my bomb. I get a bomb reset right away. I fire off my arrow. I'm throwing bombs. I'm fishing with kill command. I'm fishing for procs. I did 6 kill commands there. It took me 6 tries to get a Bombidier proc, but I got one, and now I'm throwing my bomb. Boom, there it goes. And I get a bomb reset. I'm fishing for some more. I can carve. Now I can use my second charge of bomb because I have carve to get back the rest of the cooldown. So, again, there's a mini game there that you're playing where you're like, okay, what's the cooldown on carve? What's the cooldown on my bomb? Yada, 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 yada. So we did a lot of damage there. Really good. Once again, we're 235 eye level. So it's kind of crazy how well we're doing there. So let's go to the boss fight. This is Timecap'n Hooktail, of course. Timecap'n Hooktail. So just single target damage for now. Look, I fished for procs. I have a proc on Bombidier right now, but I can't use it. There's 7 seconds on the cooldown of it. And I can't I can carve, but it's really inefficient. So I don't have any extra adds to carve onto. So I just have to wait it out, unfortunately. But it lasts for a long time. So we're pressing other buttons. Everything's fine. There's my bomb. It reset itself. Yada, yada. Now I'm fishing for procs with... Now, there are adds here, and I can press carve and cheat the cooldown reduction on my bombs a little bit. So always remember that. If you're on a boss fight and it's got the relics, like if the 3 relics or whatever, or the automa, you can cheat extra bomb cooldown reduction by pressing carve in those situations and getting it down. Really, really strong. Again, I'm pressing kill command right now just to fish for procs. I'm trying to get my Bombidier proc. There, I got one. Now I got hooked by the tail. I just pop turtle here. I just turtle so I don't die. Because I'm pretty much on top of fire and stuff, and I just didn't. Then the tank dies. Once again, I want to highlight the versatility of this build. I disengage away. I pop aspect of the eagle, and we just start doing damage from range. Damage from range. Everything's fine. Throwing bombs. Damage from range. I'm staying out of danger. There's fire all over there. The tank died. I was waiting for him to get rezzed. Just amazing versatility. It has really, really strong versatility that way. I love it. So, doing about 7.2k overall, which is actually not bad on a single target fight like this. So, let's move forward. I just wanted to show you those couple things. That you can cheat damage on the bombs by carving the adds, and you can get versatility. If the fight gets really messy and the entire ground is covered in fire, you can just disengage away, pop aspect of the eagle, and throw your raptor strikes, throw your serpent stings, throw your bombs from range, kill command from range, all that stuff. Okay, it's really, really good. Now, let me get to the final trash.
This tank's having a hard time with the...
It's important to actually see this. I want
this
to see something. So, a really cool moment here. One thing that you have as a hunter that you always have is freezing trap. And freezing trap is like such an amazing cooldown. I want to stress this every time I do a video with Survival Hunter. It is one of your best tools in your entire kit. It is a second interrupt / stun / whatever you want it to be. If somebody's casting something, you can throw freezing trap right under their feet, and it'll break the cast, and then they'll take damage again. Like a second later, they'll probably take damage from some other source. Maybe it's your serpent sting or something. And boom, they'll snap out of the freezing trap, but they will be interrupted. It'll stop whatever they were casting. So I pull this guy in here. I just use my kick, so I don't have my kick anymore. Then he starts doing a very dangerous ability called Unstable Rift. So I just pop my freezing trap on him. Boom. And it stops him. He's interrupted right there, but I have all my dots on him, so he pops out. And now he stops casting Unstable Rift. He's all done. He moves on to his next ability, whatever it is in like the AI queue for them, right? Very, very
Amazing
powerful.
Thing that I have is Frost Trap.
I couldn't remember what it was called, but I just want to highlight that it's so important to understand the tools that you have with your character. This is an incredible tool to use on not just Survival Hunter, but any hunter. You have a kick, a 15-second kick, you have Freezing Trap, and then you have Intimidation, your stun. Like, you can control the entire battlefield, basically, with Hunter. It's just amazing.
It's
so
like insane.
make sure you use your Freezing Trap. Let's
I have
skip
an extra kick, essentially.
to the final boss.
A real,
This
like,
is
shaman
Sully.
thing, you know?
Once again,
Yeah.
I'm going to show another part of sort of the flexibility of this kit when the assassins come in. So here comes the assassins right now.
Special coming.
They're going to jump out and do that shuriken toss, so we need to stop them from doing that. Here comes the first jump. I stun this guy right here. The second guy jumps out. I harpoon to him immediately and kick him. Boom. Just like that. Then we're back in the fight. That's how quick it can be. If you're ready to go with harpoon, you just, boom, go over there, press it, and you're done. It's really simple.
Special coming.
So. My damage wasn't very good because I was focusing on doing this portal thing. Like, the healer should be doing this, but it doesn't matter. I just wanted to make sure it got done. And we end up phasing her. The Shuriken Blitz, got to get that. We pop Lust here. We need to kill these ads. And then we need to do the arrows. Clearly, we're kind of overlapping here, which is a problem. But we got it. We figured it out. Then he doesn't move. The tank doesn't move out of the middle, which is okay. We just got 3 resets in a row on our bombs. Did you see that? Moving out of the middle, I think, is ideal here. But anyway, I just turn my camera and I keep dodging. Everything's fine. We keep walking in a circle. Very good. No problem. Then we have to do the lines again. Let me see this. Yeah, this is cool. I hit this here. Dash away. Once again, harpoon. You can always harpoon back in just like that. Harpoon is such a good ability, man. I love it. It feels so fun to press it, and it's also just very strong. Right here, I end up... Yeah, let me go really quick. I thought that this was the moment where we had to, like, do the arrows, and I completely mess up. This thing blows up in my face. She's going to detonate right there.
Oh.
I'm such an idiot.
Oops. Haha! I hit my heal on my shaman, which is not my heal on my...
I hit shift 2. Shift 2 is my healing surge on my shaman. It's not healing surge for my hunter. It's disengage, which means anyway. So I end up dying. It's fine. They get me back up again. We do the line game, and we end up killing Sully. Everything's fine. That's the dungeon there. So we get like a bunch of rating because I don't have any
Almost
rating
didn't
yet.
time this.
119 rating. Are you kidding me? Okay, back to the gameplay. Let's look at our over-under really quick on the damage that we did. So it's up here. This Sully's Gambit. And we did 8k overall, which I'm like very happy with. You can see Pouch does tons of damage. This is the extra legendary effect from the kill shots that you get, from the free kill shots that you get. Kill command is way up there because we pressed it so many times, probably too many times, if I'm honest. And it's just like the nature of the way the tier set works. You want to make sure you're getting those procs, right? So you kind of press it more than you probably should. But I'm going to fiddle around with all this and kind of make sure I'm doing things optimally. But Wildfire Cluster is always probably going to be your top DPS. This legendary is disgusting. It just does so much damage. And then Pouch is right there as well. 7% kill shot, kill command. There it is. That's the DPS breakdown. I really love the Venthyr playstyle. I love the 30-second cooldown. It's really fun. But I understand why people are also saying that the Kyrian one is really good. I did do a dungeon as Kyrian. It was amazing as well. So I will do some more videos on that in the future. But that's it for today, guys. Sorry it was super long. I just wanted to explain some things at the front end of that. And I will continue to do more videos on Survival Hunter as we kind of continue down this road. Now, I am going to be doing videos on alt characters, not just Survival Hunter, but again, we're going to try and get into stuff like maybe some Shadow Priest, some Warrior. A bunch of you guys have been talking about Warrior stuff, and I'm sorry that I haven't been able to get to it. Again, it's just a time thing. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Go click the link to the Patreon thing and vote, yes or no if you might be willing to support me on Patreon. I would really appreciate it. If you can't do it at all, don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm just trying to get a ballpark number for where people are at. So I would love to keep pushing out content like this and content on my shaman and content on like other alts. Like, you know me, like I just love to be here doing it as much as I possibly can. And I want to make that happen. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much again for watching. If you want to like the video, drop a like down there below as well and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Until the next one, guys, we'll see you later.